Isabella Madrid with the NCHS Corona.
And I'm Tahlia, Scherer.
As you may know, there's a new cell phone policy that's been implemented this year.
We caught up with a few NCHS students and staff, and here's what they had to say.
Hi there.
Oh, hi.
Would you like to be part of our interview?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was just on my phone.
My name is Claire Hickey, and I'm in 9th grade.
I am Bill Egan. I am the high school principal here at New Canaan High School.
Remley, I'm the English department chair and an English teacher here at the high school.
So, would you say you're addicted to your phone?
I wouldn't like to admit it, but pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell us your screen time?
7.5 hours a day.
I think my screen time is around 6 hours.
Can you give us an overview of the cell phone policy and what it aims to address?
Policy isn't much different than it's been in the past. We basically ask students to take their cell phones and put them in the cell phone caddies when they enter the classroom. Additionally, this year, the difference is we said, please take your smartwatches and your earbuds and put them in the caddies as well.
So I'm largely in support of it. I mean, I think it's a step, but the reality is we get more and more data about like a phone-based childhood, to use the Jonathan Haidt term. It's incredibly counterproductive for mental health, social engagement, peer-to-peer interaction. I mean, the lists go on and on.
I'm fine with the cell phone policy because I don't really use my phone during class anyway, and I use my phone when I'm at home a lot, so.
You know, we want the classroom to be distraction-free environments. You know, we want students to come in and learn to the best of their abilities and not be distracted by, you know, the outside world.
I like the cell phone policy only because it makes you more productive in class, and it kind of allows you to learn in the space that you have, since we only have class for a short amount of time in the day, and so it makes everyone in the class more productive and the class flow better.
At what point should you be able to interact with, you know, every piece of content in the world unrestricted? I mean, that's what a phone can be if it's not, you know, if it doesn't have any parameters on it.
Do you think the cell phone policy has improved your productivity in class?
I think it has, because sometimes I have a hard time focusing and my phone can take away my focus, so it's usually on the teacher now.
Cell phones, particularly social media use for teens whose brains are still developing, are bad for kids. So having them in schools, you know, could be problematic. You know, there's even research really about having them in the non-instructional spaces too could be problematic.
I like our policy now because I can have my phone in the hallways and at lunch, and they don't take it away the full day like some other schools.
You know, we just want distraction-free classrooms. So if you come in and you're focused on your schoolwork and all that, and you can do your work, that's really what we're looking for.
What would be your ideal phone policy in school?
I think that if we need to use it at any time or step out of the classroom or during breaks, we should be able to use it, or before, at the beginning and end of class, just because I don't think it should be as strict as it is now.
I think one thing I would share with everybody is, and hopefully students know this, is that the administration tries to be as student-centered as we possibly can. Right now we think this is a pretty fair middle ground. If people are watching the national coverage on cell phone policies, you know, many are really restrictive to where they say this shouldn't be in the building at all. You know, who knows? It could evolve to something like that. But for now, we think this is a good place to start to be. Let's focus on our schoolwork. Let's not be distracted, and you know, use the technology for its appropriate purposes.
I don't know if, you know, stopping them in schools is going to stop them overall, but it's a step, and I think it's also it's a starting point, like a community conversation, because you know what's happening at home and what's happening at school, If we're talking about devices and time on phones and on social media, all right, let's start the conversation at least, right?